You know, the Islanders from the mid to late 1970s to the early 1980s, their Stanley Cup runs, they had a lot of unheralded players. Now, this guy was not only unheralded, he was underrated, and he was kind of, not say forgotten, in the mix with Bossy and Trotchy and Gillies and the two Potvins and Nystrom and Goring. But my God, this guy was tough as nails. A multi-sport athlete that included arm wrestling, rodeo, golf, and racquetball. He also basically overcame a major disease in his life to be a spokesperson for treatment for it. And when you talk in New York Islanders fans, when you say somebody's money is no good, this guy could do it, he could back it up, and had respect of his peers, his fans, his teammates. And he also was, according to published reports, one of the first NHL players to regularly wear number 88 before Mario made it extremely popular. So today we're going to be talking about the pride of Grand Centre, Alberta, the legendary and the, like I said, the underrated Garry Howatt. Now, Garry Robert Charles Howatt, born September 26, played the NHL with the Islanders, the Whalers, and the Devils. He was an original Islander, an original New Jersey Devil. When we say that, obviously moving over from Colorado. Now, he played between 1972 and 84. He won a Stanley Cup in the Islanders in 80-81. He was known for his toughness, and due to his small size, had the nickname the Toy Tiger. Now, the Toy Tiger led New York in penalty minutes for a number of years. We're going to get into this. 5'9", 175, played left wing. Sort of what they call a rugged two-way player. Now, the Grand Centre doesn't exist anymore. It's now part of Cold Lake, Alberta. He played one season in the WCHL with the Flin Flon Bombers in 72 with 79 points in 60 games. That year, he was drafted into the NHL by the New York Islanders at the 72 draft, 144 overall. And by my investigation, he was the lowest drafted player to have a regular turn in the NHL from that season. The following year of his draft, he played with the New Haven Nighthawks of the AHL, scoring 49 points in 65 games. Now, he started his NHL career with the Islanders in 72 and enjoyed his greatest popularity with the Islanders, remaining on the team from their first season through the formative years, and right through to the first two Stanley Cup championships. Now, in 1881, Howatt, known along with teammate Bobby Nystrom as a member of the dynamic duo, was a fan favorite admired for his scrappy, energetic style of play. For this season, Islanders fans established a Howard Nystrom Booster Club called the Dynamic Duo Fan Club, which was active throughout the 1970s. Now, when we go deep into Howatt's career on and off the ice, it's a story of great success against tough odds. Now, in 72, he also played with the Kamloops of the BCHL and Victoria of the WCHL. Now, pre-draft, he was a member, he was a teammate of future NHL Islanders Bobby Nystrom during his time at Kamloops, and therefore the dynamic duo. Now, he debuted on November 16, 1974 against, of all teams, Atlanta, and he was known for his number 8 with the Islanders for a number of years. Now, he wore the same number 8 and number 15 with Hartford, and of course he wore 88 and number 8 from New Jersey. Now, he eventually retired in August 1984 with 112 goals in 720 games, 268 points, with 1,836 minutes in penalties, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in 87 playoff games, he had 12 goals, 26 points, 289 minutes in penalties. Now, he won the Hartford Kravitz Award as Players MVP in 82, and he won the Unsung Hero Award that year for Hartford as well, the Keys Award. Now, he broke the record for most penalty minutes in a playoff game, 27 versus Toronto on April 27, 1978, and most penalty minutes in a playoff series, 62 versus Toronto. Anybody knows that 7-game series, it was hard going. Now, he was Islanders penalty minutes later in 74, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, and 81. 204, 197, 182, 146, 205, 219, 174, and he had a few balls against Dave the Hammer Schultz that was interesting to watch, put it this way. He was also Hartford's penalty leader in 82 with 242. He was the Islanders' playoffs penalty leader in 75 with 59, 77 with 28, and 78 with 62. Now, he set an NHL rookie record since broken for most penalty minutes without a misconduct, which was 204 and 73-74. So you can imagine that with the modern rules, it would have been well over 300. He set an NHL record since broken for most majors in a season with 30 and 74. Now, he set the Islanders' rookie record since broken for most penalty minutes in a season with 204 and 74. Now, he was 27-1-1 as a fighter through his first season in NHL. I don't know who will be keeping statistics, but that's what the published reports say. Now, his big line was with Eddie Westfall and Bobby Nystrom in 74. He also played on the commotion line with Bobby Nystrom and Andre St. Laurent from 74 to 76. Now, he had a plus 32 rating for the Islanders in 75. However, he missed part of the 77 season with a knee injury. He also missed part of the 78 season with a broken wrist. Now, set the Islanders' penalty minutes record in the season with 219 in 1980, and again, the dynamic duo, which was very popular throughout the 70s and 80s. Now, he held the Islanders' career penalty minutes record, 1466, and playoff record with 279 when he lost the team in 81. Of course, both records were later broken. He scored a goal in his first game with Hartford at Quebec on October 6, 81, and he also set the Hartford record since broken with 242 penalty minutes in 82. Unfortunately, he skipped the 82 training camp and held out on Hartford for more money at the beginning of the 83 season before, of course, being traded to New Jersey. Now, he missed part of the 83 season with damaged ligaments in his left knee, an injury that required surgery in December 82. He suffered the injury during a fight with Philip Brad Marsh. Height difference could have caused that. Now, while he was out recovering from the injury, he served as a linesman for the New Jersey's January 15, 83 game at Hartford. Howard and Hartford's Mickey Volkin served as linesmen because a blizzard had prevented two officials from making it to the game. He was eventually released by New Jersey in August 84 and chose to retire. Now, he also played with Maine in 84, winning a Calder Cup with the squad. Now, talking about the off-ice challenges, he was named the National Epileptic Foundation Man of the Year for 74. Now, this is because he suffered from epilepsy from a young age, but was since controlled by medication, and he was first diagnosed with disease at age 40. Now, an avid racquetball player, he competed in the first National Sports Celebrity Racquetball title event in Las Vegas in 78, losing to former NBA player Gail Goodrich. He also competed in 79. Now, he also took part in a National Sports Celebrity Wrist Wrestling competition in Las Vegas in 81, finishing 5th out of 12 competitors. Now, off the ice, he worked for player agent Harvey Lakend in recruiting Western Canadian hockey players as clients during the 87 season. Now, he owned and ran a driving range after his retirement. Now, how he ended up with Hartford is quite unique. Upon Howatt's request and avoid losing him in the 81 waiver draft, the Islanders traded him to Hartford for conditional draft choice for 83 on October 2nd, 81. The Islanders would receive an 83 third, 4th, or 5th round pick, depending on whether Hartford was able to re-sign Howatt in 82. The Whalers were unable to re-sign him and instead traded his rights to New Jersey. As a result, the Islanders received an 83 5th round pick, ended up being Bob Caulfield. Now, again, when he left the Islanders, he had a good season with Hartford. He scored a career-high 50 points and was offered a long-term contract in the team's captaincy. However, in his words, bad advice from some former teammates led him to request a trade to the Devils, and he was traded with Rick Mahar for Merlin Malinowski and the rights to, of all people, Scott Fusco, the Olympian. After squabbling with Devils management, he played only sporadically before ending his career with the Mariners of the AHL, again, where he helped them win the Calder Cup as their captain. Now, on January 15th, 83, Howatt, as a member of the Devils, and like I said, Vulcan, member of the Whalers, became the only active players to officiate an NHL game when a snowstorm prevented referee Ron Fournier and linesman Ron Hasselstein from reaching the Hartford Civic Center. Again, that was something that we still talk about. Now, he again later resided in New Jersey when he owned operated his own business, Mount Freedom Golf, which he sold in 2010. Now, Howard, who's been a long-time resident in Arizona, is still active playing hockey with NHL alumni. He's also a rodeo star throughout Arizona, participating in team roping competitions. Now, what's ironic about his career, and a lot of people still talk about this, he only had one key season in the NHL where he had more than 20 goals. That was 76 when he had 21 counters. Now, the big season, of course, for him was 82 when he had 18 goals and 32 assists for 50 points. Now, he played also with the Wichita Wind of the CHL, but his big playoff run with the Mariners that year, after 32 points in a regular season, had 11 points in 17 contests with 46 minutes and penalties. Now, not to say he was a dirty player, but my God, he never backed down from a fight. And you look on that 1980 Stanley Cup run where he had 84 minutes and penalties in 21 games with 3 goals. To say he was an enforcer would be wrong. To say he would be a protector. He was doing the dirty work on the third and fourth line and opening up for Nystrom and other players. But Garry Howatt has my deep respect. You got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, what he faced as an epileptic, and to regulate his body just like Bobby Clark with his diabetes, winning 2 cups, winning a Calder Cup, winning all those big heavyweight tilts, that he did, and seeing him wear number 88, which is kind of ironic because, you think 88 should be a Mario number, but it worked on Garry Howatt. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're an Islanders fan, I hope this podcast brings back great memories. And that 72 season when he was drafted, 29 goals, 40 assists for 59 points, 5 points in the postseason. Again, strong totals. And his 8 games with the Islanders, 73, he was one of the few original Islanders left when he won the Cup in 1980. And boys, he drank well from the cup. There's a whole bunch of pictures out there of him in his handsome face drinking deep of the Lord Stanley's hardware. So just a tremendous career, tremendous player. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, or subscribe. And don't forget, keep your stick on the ice. Have a good day. Bye.